Do the Dodgers need a plumber? Because Roki Sasaki asked for something specific when he was signing with the Dodgers, and I am all on board for this. Roki Sasaki wanted Japanese-style toilets. David, have you ever heard of a player in negotiations asking for plumbing?
I've heard of plenty of people in regular negotiations, like executives and for businesses or whatever, wanting their own bathrooms. But I love it. Go for it, dude. Like, go get the toilets. I guarantee you a lot of the players are like, oh, hell, all right, dude, let's do this. A lot, probably half of them were looking at it like you're absolutely crazy. And half of them were like, what? Yeah, this is awesome. But again, that's when you're coming over from Japan and you're the number one, international signing player, if not one of the highest signing players of the entire offseason. You're not even going to you're getting so below value for your money. The way you can at least pick your toilet. I want a good toilet, good like I would have it at home.
You and I, we've both been to Japan, not together. One day we have to do that. But how wonderful are Japanese toilets? That whole system over there is just brilliant.
I never really used it like that. I never went all out on it. I did turn on the seat heating. That's awesome. That was a game changer for me. And that's the only button I could figure out. And flush. It still took me a while to figure out flush.
Shameful, because the whole thing is wonderful. First of all, the heating is on all the time. So you wake up in the middle of the night and you're groggy and you go to the bathroom and you sit down, you're like, ooh, this is nice and warm. It's not hot, it's not cold, but it's exactly where I want it to be. Then you don't need toilet paper. And then the flushing, all of it is just wonderful. And they even have these things. These are like $2,000 a piece or more. They even have them in the subway systems. You know what? They say that America is the greatest country in the world, and I believe that, but we are far behind when it comes to mass transportation and toilets.
The toilets are amazing. I know Andrea wants to get a toilet like that here, but I've never figured out all the buttons on it. But we had a hotel in Seattle that we stayed at once, and the floors were heated in the bathroom. So you get up and you go walk in the bathroom, and the floors are heated. The toilet, the bowl was heated. It was awesome.
It's just absolutely incredible. I was thinking about this, though. The other day, I was watching this documentary on YouTube. It was not even a documentary, just this interview that they did with Ron Darling, the former Met pitcher. And he was talking about how much the game has changed. And he was saying how when he was pitching in, 85 in spring training, they put out a table and you had bread, peanut butter, and jelly. Now we're at the point where we're asking for $3,000 toilets. I understand baseball's a hard game. It's a long game. But are you guys getting a little greedy, a little too much? Because at the end of the day, you're all getting paid millions. You can afford your own damn toilet. You can afford your filet mignon if you really want it. You even get money. You get an allowance when you're on the road for meals. You get meal money. Why the hell are the teams putting out these big spreads? And why do they have to pay for the toilets, you greedy bastards?
Is the peon talking? Are you done yet?
Did you call me a peon?
Yep.
Okay.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm sad. Sorry, little man. It's awesome. I love it. Hey, all I know is in the minor leagues, the peanut butter jelly sandwiches was normal for a snack before a game and all this stuff. Nope. Get rid of it. I love it. Because the problem is, and this is what we started seeing, another team's going to start providing it. And that's where everybody's going to go. The Dodgers give you better toilets. More Asian players are going to want to sign with the Dodgers. It's a simple thing. What you forget, baseball players are normal people. We just want the simple, normal things. Like those little things make the difference in like wanting to sign with a team. It's how well do they travel? What hotels do they go to? What's the food like? You'll never believe the bathrooms. Like the toilets are the best in the league. And those are the little things because the money is about the same across the board. So what makes the difference and where people sign is those little things. It sounds so stupid, but what's the clubhouse like? Those things that make a massive difference. That's why all this investment is going into the teams. It's not that we can't handle the bad side. It's that once one does it, and they start signing free agents for the same amount of money, if not less than other teams, They all have to do it. It's dollars and cents.
It's well established that I love you, right? You greedy prick.
Get over
That's all I have to say. You want everything. The millions of dollars isn't enough. Now you have to have.
It's not because everybody offers the millions of dollars. Everybody offers it. It's the same amount of money. He could have gone anywhere he wanted for the exact same amount of money. So he goes to the place where he's going to be treated the best. They want you. Sorry, back in the day when they didn't have free agency and they didn't have an opportunity to go anywhere else, and fans came to the ballpark in the thousands, and by 10,000 was a great game in some of these fans and some of these stadiums. It's a different ball game now, and when they're all getting offered, we saw some of those numbers. There was 4 or 5 teams out there that almost at the same numbers across the board. So then the pick comes, where do I want to be? And who's going to treat me the best and treat the teammates the best, and then show the amount of money and show that they're investing into the players more than just contracts. That's the difference between back then. Back then, I loved it. That was baseball. Same point. Now it's like, okay, why would I sign there? Could you imagine if that's what a team's offering you? And that's the word around the league. That's the Oakland. That's the thing about Oakland back in the day. You had to buy your own drinks. Yeah. The Cubs back in the day, you had to buy your own hats. This was like 2000. You had to buy your own hats. But then if you go to another team, they're offering the same amount. I'm like, dude, and like, hey, by the way, the Cubs make you buy your own jerseys and your own hats and anything you want to go home with, like, we'll just give it to you. You'll have it. Your family will be happier. Your wife will be happier. Kids will enjoy. He goes, you know what? Instead of having a no kid policy, we want your kids on the field after the games. We want them there with the mascot, having fun and being a family environment. Because when I was with the Red Sox, the best thing Terry Francona ever said is, if you have a problem at home, you tell us about it so we can help you handle it. Because if you're happy at home, you're happy at the field. And if you're happy at the field, you're playing good baseball. He goes, this is a family. He goes, if you have a problem at home, and you're bringing it to the ballpark, you're not hitting, you're not pitching the same, you're not the same ball player. It might not show up in that day, but it's going to show up. He goes, we create happy families here. This is a family, and that's why Terry Francona wins everywhere he goes, because then he gets the front office on board, he gets the players on board. Everyone goes, this is a family. And then you tell them something a little bit, and they're like, dude, we got you. We're going to help you out. Then I can come to you with bigger problems. And actually, so okay, I can relax here. And this is a family here, and then I can help. They'll help me solve my family at home.
Well, on the family part, I understand, because the family thing has screwed the Yankees twice already that I can remember. Griffey and Soto. That's all I have to say.
Treat them like family. And also Cliff Lee. Cliff Lee's wife was getting spit on during the playoffs. So when the Yankees offered him more money than another team, he said, screw you guys. It happens all the time. You don't understand. Treat the family well. Because when we go to St. Louis, like I get it, St. Louis right now isn't like the hotbed of like where everybody free agents going, but it was very close. And if you go to St. Louis, they treat you really well. Then you go to New York, and they treated your wife like crap and booed her or dropped a beer on her on purpose. Screw you, dude. I am never signing with you ever. Because you go, oh, it's just baseball. Oh, that's how we fan. We're so much tougher in New York. No, you're just an asshole.
No,
if somebody did that to your family, why would I ever? I would flip you off. I would walk in that room and flip you off in the face and say, this is how you treat the visiting players' families. I will never. I'm going to shove it up your ass every time I see you. And make sure you know it. Change the culture, and then you will get the players.
All right, we went down.
And again, make sure I'm saying this. Been in New York. I played in New York. Played for the Yankees. Played for the Mets. I get the Yankees. I wasn't like in the big leagues every year. Played against the Yankees. I've had nothing but a lot of great experiences. But those things have been documented. They have happened, and players are very open about acknowledging that's why they didn't sign. Other players don't have those experiences and have signed and have been extremely successful. And not every fan is like that. I've had incredible experiences with Yankees fans as a Red Sox. I've had incredible experiences in Atlanta as a Met, as a Brave in New York. Like everything, I've had great experiences. A lot of times it's how you react, but there's a lot of things you don't handle. And a lot of things so one asshole will ruin it and has in the past.
but you're completely different than every other guy, because when you get heckled, you end up marrying the girl.
Right.